Hey everybody! I am tennyak. Thank you so much for watching. I think I'm on vlog 5 or 6. I thought I'd change it up a little bit and shoot somewhere else. Alright, finally I'm getting done. I'm gonna do this vlog. I've been putting it off for a really long time. It's a really appropriate topic because of it plays right into the reason why I've been putting this vlog off. Okay, I want to do this vlog. I want to talk about clinical depression a tiny bit. I can't remember how long ago. I think maybe 4 years ago I was diagnosed with clinical depression. And the reason why it's kind of been on my mind lately, and by lately I mean it's been on my mind like a month now, I've been wanting to do this, is because my friend Mark, he's one of my boys, he's like casebook text, like just casebook clinically depressed. And, you know, from my perspective, I would say the definition, or the difference between being depressed regularly and clinical depression is like, if you're really sad and you're feeling depressed, and you know why you're feeling depressed. You're feeling depressed because your longtime boyfriend or your longtime girlfriend dumped you, or you just found out your wife was cheating on you, or crap, that meteor is headed towards Earth and we're all going to be dead in 18 hours. That is perfectly reasonable excuses to be sad and depressed. Clinical depression, on the other hand, you know what? I didn't look up the definition of it, but my understanding is you have absolutely no valid reason to be depressed or to be sad. And I think you also feel like something's wrong with you. There's something wrong with you. You're wrong in some kind of way. And for me, what it was, I felt like my life had been a mistake. Like I shouldn't have been born. And I felt like I couldn't do anything right, and because I was a mistake, because I shouldn't have been born, I was never ever going to be happy. I was never going to get the chance to be happy, to have anything really to call my own, to have any kind of effect. As things got a little bit better in my life, I grew up, I got out of the house, I started to make my own friends, I started to learn my way through the world. I became not so socially awkward. I was an extremely socially awkward kid, and unfortunately there were a lot of sadness and disappointments came from not knowing how to behave around people and not think they were, and not have them think that I was insane and they wanted to get as far away from me as possible. But as I grew up and things got a little bit better, my view on myself started to tweak a little bit, and I thought, well, I am here for a reason. I'm here to help other people. But I still said, or I still thought to myself, my life doesn't mean anything. I'm here, my pain will be a stepping block for other people. Well, my view has changed yet again. Back in, I believe it was January or February, I had a little bit of a breakthrough. I'm not really going to go into that, but things did change, and I realized that I probably have been wrong this whole time. Life probably is worth living. I am capable of being happy, and I am worthy and deserving of being happy. So, that being said, my friend Mark, he's very sad. He's sad all the time. And I care about him, and I think he's a good guy. He's good, and he's kind, and he has a really perverted sense of humor. However, it's genuinely funny, so it's okay that it's perverted. But he wants to be a fireman, but he won't do anything about it. You know, I say to him, why don't you do this, why don't you do that, and it's just, I'm not ready for the disappointment, or I can't take the disappointment, or I'm not good enough. And when clinical depression hits, or when you get, I don't know, an attack or a period or an episode, you can't do anything. And actually that's why it took me just over 2 weeks to make this vlog, because my clinical depression hit pretty bad for the first time since February. I spent the whole month of February being pretty depressed and pretty much staying away from the world. And then I was okay for 5 weeks, and then it just kind of got bad all over again. All I wanted to do was crawl into a hole and not exist. For me, I don't know if it's for everybody, but when I get really bad, I get really, really, really lonely, but the last thing I want to do is be around people. So I just feel alone, completely alone, and I'm afraid to be around other people because I don't think I should subjugate them to having to see me and having to deal with me. And you know what? Luckily, I was forced out of that episode. Somebody actually forced me out of it, which is good. I hope everybody has a friend like that. If you know somebody that has clinical depression, that suffers from clinical depression, it's really hard and really frustrating. I can say that because I get really frustrated with my friend Mark, and sometimes I have to throw up my hands and not talk to him for a week because I can't hear it. I just can't hear his excuses or his reasons over and over and not have him change it. But I always come back and I always try to help him. But so sometimes you need that push. And if you have a friend or a loved one or a family member, sometimes you gotta push them out of it because sometimes they can't push themselves out of it. So I guess I don't really have anything else to say. If this music that I'm listening to is coming up on the sound, I did a testing beforehand. It shouldn't be interfering, but if you can hear it a little bit, I am listening to some KK Slider songs from Animal Crossing, and that's what I'm going to plug today because they're like 2.5-minute songs and they're cool. So I'm going to put a link in the description where you can download them. And I'm out. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this vlog wasn't too long. I hope I actually said something that made some kind of difference or some kind of significance. Comment, like, subscribe, dislike, whatever it is. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for being here. These videos are honestly keeping me sane, and they're helping me stay connected to the world even when I don't want to stay connected. So everybody who's watching, everybody who's subscribed, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I know I don't care if there's only a dozen of you or if there's 500 of you. Thank you so much to each and every one of you. And I'm tennyak. Thank you for watching. Until next time, I'm out, and I'm going to say goodbye, and my kitty's going to say goodbye too. Ooh, it's another special piece of this vlog. My kitty. Here's my kitty. This is Max. I love her very much. This is Max. I love her. I've had her since she was a kitten. I got her the minute she was old enough to leave her mommy. And so basically I've had her whole life, and I love her. She's very sweet and mellow. You should see her on catnip. It's pretty funny. Alright guys. Bye!